Julie, can you give me an update?
It's a Monday morning at the Central Animal Shelter on Gaines Street, and David Johnson is checking up on the treatment of several injured animals who have come into the shelter.
Our puppy in the middle just came in today.
This is the little one I saw earlier.
It was picked up by a woman and that felt that the dog wasn't in very good shape and brought it into our animal control officers.
We have a full veterinary service facility here at this shelter, as well as the two outlying shelters in Carlsbad and Bonita. And so we have our own veterinarians on duty, we have our own registered veterinary technicians on duty, and they provide the day-to-day care that all the sick and injured animals that are in the shelter need. But there is just a physical limit to the number of animals they can see. And we're also more of an urgent care facility where we're addressing those immediate needs within that animal's initial 4-day holding period.
Adopting out a stray or lost pet is a big job for animal services, and the task isn't made easier when the animal comes in with an injury. Back in July of 2008, a dog was brought into the Bonita shelter with a story that captured the attention of the nation.
Spirit was a small German Shepherd-like puppy that was severely beaten at the border. The video from the Border Patrol showed a puppy being beaten on the Mexican side of the border, and then the puppy being thrown over the fence, and then that individual climbing over the fence and continuing to beat the puppy and leave it on the American side of the border.
A Border Patrol agent came to the rescue of the puppy, and the video quickly made the rounds on news broadcasts. Donations poured in, the likes of which had never been experienced at the shelter, and they didn't go to waste.
It cost probably over $12,000 in terms of veterinary expenses, which is very considerable considering all the other animals that are in the shelter. And so in this situation, because there was special funding, we were able to provide extra services for the animal, involve specialists, and then at the end there were still funds that were available that had been donated, and so we decided to honor the situation as well as help future animals. The Spirit Fund was created.
And more than 3 years later, the fund is still going strong.
This is a kitty that came in as a stray. Hi, sweetie. Hi, how you doing? Haven't seen you since last week. How you doing? Hello, hi. We have a kitty in the medical facility now that had a perforating wound to one of its eyes. And because eye injuries are very painful and also very time sensitive, the goal is always try to, number one, relieve the pain, but number two, save the vision in that eye. So the decision was made to use Spirit Fund monies to send the kitty to an ophthalmologist. The two factors that governed the decision there were the urgency of the care needed and the fact that the cat, in spite of the injury, just had a stellar personality. It was sitting there purring, it was rubbing against people, and you wouldn't even know that it was injured. And so you put those two factors together and staff says, wow, can we do something more for this cat?
I'm amazed that we have the availabilities to have funds to do things like that for the animals here. It's really neat. And this one is being adopted! Woohoo! We don't necessarily base it off of the age of the animal. We don't base it off of, how much it costs to fix whatever the situation is. So it's just one of those things that when, again, the funds are available and we have that outstanding animal that everybody's like, this is just the best animal ever, that we'll just do it. So, whatever, it might be something as simple as taking an eye out, because as crazy as that sounds, it's an easy fix, to doing things like the broken bones, and even simple things like just getting dentals done for cats. A 5-year-old cat with really bad teeth is hard to get adopted because people don't want to go into a procedure that they have to already have done. And just getting a dental done, they go out the door a lot of times just because they're ready to go at that point. So it's really nice.
Those cases require care beyond what we can provide in terms of we don't have an orthopedic specialist on staff. We don't have an ophthalmologist on staff. And so basically it's a partnership between what the department can do with existing staffing and funding and what the Spirit Funds allows us to do beyond that initial care for the animals.
Recently, Parker the puppy, who arrived with a broken leg that his owner couldn't pay to treat, and Sonny and Cher, a brother and sister who were found with their ears cut off, were treated thanks to the Spirit Fund and adopted into new homes. When stories like these make the news, it's often a boost for the Spirit Fund coffers.
100% of the money goes to the care of the animals. There are no administrative fees. I'm not paid any extra money to take care of the Spirit Fund animals. It's all part of the job that all of us do on a day-to-day basis. So contributions as simple as $5 go directly to helping animals, and every one of those $5 adds up.
In May of 2011, Spirit herself returned for a visit to Animal Services, and as you can see, she's living proof of the benefit of a fund that, under her name, will continue to help animals in San Diego County.
Show your cute face, because you're the cutest thing ever.